ready. I stay ready, so I ain't gotta get ready. And we live. And countdown's over because we're live. Hey. Y'all know what we do.
What you do?
It's raw but real. So now you on my page. You go to my page. Then you share it to your page.
Is that how you doing?
Is that how you work? Keep playing. I don't like ugly.
I know that.
As y'all can see, Sugabear is back. I won't say his government name on this one in case the people didn't watch the last one.
Right, I got all type of new friend requests. Child support, friend of the court, you owe these, fuck these kids, all that shit was sitting in friend requests.
It was an interesting time last week. But don't mind me right now. That's what we're doing. Y'all know the first couple seconds of the show this is what we do. Share everything. Oh, I gotta copy the link. Why I gotta copy it? Why I can't just share it? What happened?
I'm gonna share it on both my pages.
Yeah, I'm like, what did I do?
I'm gonna make you famous. I'm gonna make you a star. I'm gonna make you a star.
Can people really make you stars?
Yeah, I'm gonna
or
make
is
you a
it
star.
they can lead you there, but don't you pretty much create your own destiny? I be deep with it, don't I, y'all?
Yeah.
Sometimes too deep.
Yeah.
That's how it is talking to the Egyptianite people. Is that what they called?
I don't know. What they look like?
They look like
They be
us.
standing on the corner on
I
boxes.
shouldn't say Egyptian. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of
Israelites.
deals on that one.
Israelites.
I call them the Egyptianites or the chosen people or whatever they call themselves. It's pretty interesting. Is all I can say. That's what I call it.
Hey, you call it what you want to. You don't even know where you at right now.
Not right now, but eventually they will. So it's a somber moment because this is the last Monday that I will be doing this until maybe the mid-April. I'm not sure my schedule. As you all know, y'all don't pay my bills. I love doing entrepreneurship things. Got my company, Grown Women Focus, wearing a shirt today.
Mm-hmm.
I have my website in the comments. But this don't pay all the bills.
Okay.
So mama had to have a 9 to 5. I've been there 12 years, so it's...
So you about to start working the evenings?
No, I already work evenings, but they changed my off days. I'm usually off Monday, Tuesday. Now I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, starting tomorrow. So I got to go to work tomorrow. So this is my only off day.
Damn, well,
this week. Then next week I work Monday.
Well, I'm just going to say this.
So it's a little disheartening.
Y'all at Cheetahs need to start a union.
Cheetahs, that's what
you know what I'm saying? When you work at Cheetahs, y'all deserve better. You know what I mean?
I wish. I wish I could.
You should be having that grown woman focused lingerie coming out, ladies.
Wednesday? Okay, so Rico, I think G-Baby said Wednesday was bad for her, but I'll try to check in with her. I can't remember everybody. And that's the thing, trying to have everybody's schedule when you're trying to create something. Because then nobody get paid for this. I'm not going to have nobody leave a paying gig, to come and do this. But we have fun. And it could lead to other things.
So the problem is, let me just say this: it's not a problem. Excuse me, it's not a problem.
That's what happens
because we're talking about grown women focus, and I've known you for too long, but not too long. That's a bad way to say it. But if you have more sexual content, showing more skin, y'all probably have about 8 million views by now.
Exactly.
But that's not your character.
That's not my character. See, you know that.
So we're going to keep on trying to
We're going to keep on trucking.
A little bit at a time.
People love controversy.
Yeah.
And I have clean controversy. Like my cousin, Rozzy, plug out to my cousin, Rozzy, the comedian, and because we're going to talk about comedy because that's what this one over here does. My cousin's been in the comedy game for years, but he's a clean comic.
Okay.
So that's probably why you made that face like you ain't never heard of him. But that's how we was raised. That's how... And there's nothing wrong with everybody that cuss. I cuss a little bit. I call it speaking in a different tongue. That's just me. But when people see me, I ran into a person at my job that asked me. He was like, "You work here?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "But don't you do something else?" He was like, "Don't you be on lives or something? Don't you?" I was like, "What?" So it's weird, y'all. It's weird. Like way more people watch than they comment.
Yeah.
So I just have to keep it cool and collective where I'm still praying on what I'm saying because I do not want one bad thing of social media can become a meme and you're just known for that thing.
And you can't get rid of it.
And you can't get rid of it. The bird lady. A lot of people know me from running away from that bird. that was fun and like that was just my phobia. But I didn't think that was gonna blow up like that.
What happened?
You saw the bird video. We're not gonna. A bird got in my house and I was running from the bird, and I hit end up after I got over being mad. It was funny, so I was like, okay, I'll post it, and I put some of the music to it. But it's on my TikTok. You've seen it. Trust me. You probably didn't know it was me.
So what did you learn from that? What would you do next time a bird flies around?
The same thing, because I'm scared of birds.
Now you know what you do. You put some hot ass grease, put some grease in a skillet, turn that shit on high.
First off, I wasn't in the kitchen. It was in the bedroom. So no.
So it's getting the bird's eye view.
It was. I cannot stand. This is the problem with talking to comedians.
He's trying to see your stuff.
This is the problem. Everything and.
Take them on the pills.
You will not let go of the pills. Talk about the pills. I need to order some more those vaginal. You trying to give me some views?
Right. A commercial.
We got to talk about sex. I am trying to get a commercial. I am going to tag them though. I am going to start.
What did the pills
do y'all
do?
understand that social media stuff is it's really a full-time job?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really a full-time job. People are like, oh, they're vloggers or no, them bloggers is getting paid.
Yeah.
And it takes time because you got to do research. And everybody make fun of me. I'm not just putting stuff out there that I don't know about or I haven't done my own research on. Because for one, I don't want to be sued.
Right.
He ain't see it though, so it was intriguing to me. She said the pills had her so wet, it was a puddle on the floor.
Okay, we didn't air that. That was behind the scenes. That was behind the scenes conversations.
Really?
Oh Lord, but yeah, the pills. I highly recommend the pills. Just ladies, make sure you wear panties and like I had on panties, but it just got out of control
Change
one
the
day.
subject,
I
man.
don't
This
know
is
what
weird
happened.
talking. I feel real uncomfortable. There's anybody else maybe, man. I read. I know her since she was in
know
6th
what
grade,
happened.
dog. I don't know.
But wear a panty liner. In my case, I had to wear a pad. Because I was like, Lord. So
You just
it's a good time for you. Yeah.
Or your boy was over there.
No, I had originally got him for that, but I'm since single, so that didn't work out.
All right.
So I was going to experiment one that way. But I will. Now, back to the comedy stuff.
Dang.
How do you get started? Like,
What's
he
the number
was
HR,
talking
nigga?
behind the scenes, and he's talking about, I think being a comedian or having comic timing is important, and it's a gift. I don't think everybody can do it. You got people that's funny in the family. Like, I'm funny to my family, to my friends. I don't think I can get on stage and do what he do and my cousin do. I don't think I can do it. So how do you get started?
I think you could. Because a lot of times it's about the energy, man. Like somebody could say, I could say one thing. Somebody could say one thing. I could say something and it won't be funny. Somebody could say the exact same thing in a different way and it should be funny as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is about your energy.
I'm more sarcastic than funny though.
Everybody had their lane. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I did learn was that with comedy, it's not just about stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying? You could be a comedian that's doing voiceovers, doing podcasts.
Now, I do want to look into that because I have a very distinctive voice that I can change up if I need to.
Yeah. You can do cartoons.
I did a commercial when I was little, when I was younger.
What was it about?
I was a voiceover.
Oh. She was doing Flintstone vitamins back then.
I had to talk like, yes, I had to talk. Like, yeah, it was a... If my dad is watching this, he would chime in and talk about it because he took me and my sister to the thing to audition and I got the part. So he was proud. It was a proud moment.
I hope your daddy ain't watching it. You talking about them drippy pills.
Oh yeah, I hope he just clicked it. Shut up. It just reminded me.
Sorry, you Dad. On yourself.
He knows ladies.
Yeah, so yeah, it's all different type of forms of comedy. You could be a writer, you know what I'm saying? A podcast can lead to other things, a whole bunch of stuff. It ain't just standing on stage, you know what I'm saying? So you can be a comedian. They got the YouTube, not YouTube, but the Instagram comedians.
Who that bottom? I could write your jokes then. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You could try.
I am a good writer.
Yeah, you can write jokes and get paid for that shit.
Something to think about.
I mean, you ain't got to be on stage to be a comedian.
Because my sense of humor is more Seinfeld. I'm a sarcastic. It's the one-liners for me. That's the comedy that I like.
It works.
I like Dave Chappelle is a storyteller. He's gonna take you on a whole journey and then take you back to the beginning.
Right.
To where you be like, oh yeah, he was talking about this, you gotta pay attention. I like that kind of comedy. Then you have slap comedy like Arnez J's and
Yeah,
it's different.
Hilarious.
Shout out to all these people. Y'all be paying me for mentioning y'all names and stuff.
Yeah,
Shout out to Modelo. I'm drinking a beer today, y'all. And we're gonna talk about all of that. What's ghetto to y'all? Is that ghetto for me to drink out of a bottle?
Nah. You drunk out the wine bottle looking like Woodrow the Wino. That would have been probably
not Woodrow the Wino.
Woodrow
from Good Times.
Sanford and Son.
Oh, that's Sanford and Son.
Good Times.
My bad.
Yeah, so with the comedy, that's and I'll tell the story how I got started. We was so I was selling medical equipment, like back braces, knee braces, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I was always posting stuff online. Stuff I seen with in these senior apartments, we'd be doing presentations and doing pizza parties, and seniors is fighting over pizza, like physically fighting over pizza.
Seriously?
Seriously, fighting over ice cream. You know what I'm saying?
It's like we really do go back to being children. That is amazing to me.
Exactly. You had one of the senior guys who got the motorized wheelchair. He didn't want to go pick up all the lottery tickets at lunch. You know what I'm saying? And then you got in the senior buildings, you find out that STDs run rampant in the senior buildings.
Yes, they do.
There's always that one bull that's taking care of like 2 or 3 floors.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So posting all that stuff on Facebook, I was getting a lot of laughs or whatever. And then what really pushed me over the top, we had a family reunion, and it was on a Saturday. So all the family and everybody came over to my grandmother's house on Friday to just get together and like a pre-family reunion thing. Me and my uncle was standing by the food. I said something, and everybody started laughing. And then my cousin, he had hired comedians to come do their thing. So one of the comedians heard that shit, went up there on the porch when he was doing his thing and said the same shit I said about the food. I was like, nigga, I could have did that myself.
Stupid.
So I said, then I started hitting the mics, and the rest is history. Well, I'm making history now. So
yes, we're in the midst of the history.
So anybody can do comedy.
It has to come naturally. I like people that's naturally funny. I don't like people try to be funny. It's a difference. Yeah. It's a difference. Now I'm gonna get everybody think I'm being shady. No, I'm not talking about Heavy because he's not here. Heavy is funny, but Heavy has his moments where he tries to be funny, and to me, it's just not funny no more. Like once you know a person, like you be like, okay, I heard, get some new material. No shade, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna watch this no way. He only watching when he owns, so I ain't worried about it. Y'all run tell that. I'm sure someone will tag him and tell him.
I'm telling you, if you're not afraid to talk to people, and you can talk in front of crowds, you could be a comedian. You talk in front of a crowd?
Really? Yes, that's like literally. Even when I worked at Chrysler and UAW meetings, I was sergeant at arms. I've always had positions where I had to be
up front
talking. It's just natural.
Try a couple open mics.
Nah, I don't think it's that. That's not for me. I'll stay in my lane.
This is your lane?
My lane is entertaining or awareness. I call it awareness, not entertaining, because I'm not out here with the mega knees and showing my tatas and doing all this stuff just to get likes. I don't want it for that.
Right.
If 2 people watching and I say something powerful, my job is done.
Okay.
My job is done. Just like when I share about Kiari and MS, and we talk about all these different conditions that people in our age group now that we getting older, so we gonna run into our friends that have different conditions.
Right.
And ourselves. So when I opened up about that, I've had at least 3 or 4, well, it's a whole group, but at least 3 or 4 people that I've met just from talking about Kiari malformation that thought nobody else, they never knew somebody else had it. Because they look at me and be like, you had brain surgery? Like, are you go through that? Yeah, I go through a lot.
What's the name of your
It's called Kiari. My mama's still
I thought you was talking about Kiari. I thought you were talking about a nigga, dog. I was like, yeah, Kiari.
Like he was a malformation?
Yeah, he got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going with it and everything. Yeah, I heard Kiari had that shit.
I cannot.
No, I was just playing.
But yes, that's powerful to me. To be able to, people to listen to you.
Yeah, and overcome.
Because that's what leadership is.
Right.
You can either lead people to foolishness or lead them to freedom. And I say what I do is freedom because I want to be financially free.
You just had an Amistad flashback.
I did.
Let us free.
Let us free. Give us free.
Right.
No,
You the Django.
I
Who
laughs at that. We horrible. I laugh at the
most.
most inappropriate times.
You the Django of podcasts.
I thought
Let us free.
that was not Django.
I'm remixing.
You remixing a lot. Oh yeah, that was Nate. Yeah, I read it. That was Nate the wino on Good Times. I was thinking about
Yeah.
Nate with the wino,
Yeah.
but it's always a wino.
Yeah. You know, winos is always a good time though,
They are.
because they gonna make you laugh.
they
gonna
make
go
you
to sleep.
cry.
Then they gonna go to sleep.
If they're not a violent drunk.
Yeah.
I've been meeting violent drunks lately down at my job. These people, y'all don't know how to hold y'all liquor. Don't drink.
Right.
Just don't drink. And if you don't know how to hold your piss, I ain't gonna put nobody out. They put themselves out when we talk about it. But ladies, try not to pee outside, okay? I know you get a little drunk, things happen, but let's try really hard
Why you looking at me? Shit. I ain't no lady.
not to pee. Y'all don't need to do it either.
Why?
It's first off,
God
don't nobody
gave us a
need
stop
y'all
for a
putting
reason.
Don't pull your little weenies out there trying to pee and everything. That's nasty.
Why?
And it's not sanitary.
That's some hand sanitizer.
Somebody walking in piss. And this is why people need to take their shoes off when they come in your house. That's a prime example of why people should always take their shoes off.
Well, if you just walk on the curb and ain't nobody piss on the curb really.
Where they pissing at?
In the bushes.
Lies.
Behind the building. You can smell it.
Oh God.
By the dumpster.
Dumpster dive.
Dumpster
Doogie.
pee. If you walking past a dumpster, you should be wearing some
Why am I
clothes
walking
anyway.
past a dumpster? Let's fix that. Let's play the
You might
scenario.
be taking out trash.
Oh, okay, I guess so. Look, and that's that bouginess coming
Yeah.
out. Like I'm at a house. What am
I don't fuck with the dumpsters.
the dumpsters?
The dumpsters.
Where would that be at?
Right. Where do they house those
Where do
things?
those peasants live?
Right. Where they
See,
keep
like
the
that
dumpsters?
one sound bite. Somebody could see that one part,
You'll be a star.
and I would be a star, but for the wrong reason.
That's okay. As long as you're a star.
No,
Just
don't want to
remember-
be.
just
Do you
remember-
want the fame and fortune, or do you want the notoriety? Like it's a difference.
I want the fame and fortune.
I don't.
I just want
Fame?
the fortune. I don't want the fame.
Right, I don't want fame.
If I was rich.
A friend of mine said that a long time ago. He was like, I love what I do. I'm known, like, that's great. People know me. He said, but I wouldn't want to be famous because you literally can't do anything. You can't without scars, without somebody. Then you don't know the people in your inner circle to trust them. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think I
a lot.
always thought about that. You know, that's why everybody can't hit the mega millions and stuff like that. Because
Now, that's different.
I done seen, I done seen stories where somebody hit that joint, then now they brother trying to kill them
Yeah.
for money and shit like that.
Somebody bought $1 million ticket in Southfield on 10 Mile at the CVS
How
on
long ago
10
was it?
Mile yesterday. $1 million ticket. My friend inboxed me. She was like, "Bitch, I know it's you." Because they know I go get my tickets from CVS. Wasn't me though, but it was in our neighborhood. I'm like, so whoever come up missing, I might have been them.
Right.
Because I would just disappear.
But you know how stupid people are, man. They win $1 million. Somebody kidnapped their ass and won $1 million. Like, nigga, I only got $1 million and 200. Nigga, you know after taxes, nigga, that's only gonna be about $650,000.
Oh my, I'll take it.
Yeah, me too. They don't even lie.
I will take it. But see, I feel like that's why God, sometimes things don't happen. It's just not the timing.
Right.
Sometimes God got to have you go through some things for you to appreciate them more.
Right. Hey, you see the guy.
I'll be appreciative, Lord, I promise.
Yeah, me too, Jesus.
Yes, hallelujah. I promise I will.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, so I saw that the dude who won like $1 billion bought a $15 million mansion in Cali.
Cash? Like he just
Yeah.
spent, he just dropped like that much on the house? Do he got a family?
Oh, they didn't say much about it.
Oh.
I don't even know what it is. They was on the news the other day. It's like,
How did they
hey, he
get so
just
much
bought
information?
He just bought I think that shit is public.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get paid to not have it public from what I heard. But other than that, that joint public.
Because that's deep. To
I don't
pay to
want
not
nobody-
have it public.
I'll pay to not have it public. If we made a bid, if we
Oh,
want $1
no.
billion,
How much they want?
they wanted $2 million to keep it quiet.
Chump change.
That's like hush money, nigga. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep my 2 minutes. See, that's the problem with this. We just spend. I'm gonna invest. What would you really do? I didn't got to think about $1 million. Let me get 100,000. Let's be realistic in the world, y'all. Because if you got 100,000 in your account right now, we need to be best friends. Everybody ain't got $100,000 in their account. Let alone talking about what you gonna do with $1 million.
100,000. I'm investing in me.
Yep, invest in my company.
My comedy. Because we can make bread. You know what I'm saying? Doing shows, and we ain't got to get paid the most. But if you start buying nail you to sell nail you at the like, I ain't gonna lie. The funniest show we did. It ain't the funniest, but one of the funniest we did was last weekend up in
I'm like, I always miss the fun stuff. I be working.
It was 2 hours away. It was up in
You don't even know where you was at. Was you drinking?
Damn.
How much was you drinking?
Of course. But it was a white town. Jeez. It was like one of them towns where
Pleasantville?
No, it was 2 hours north. I'm about to tell you. But anyway.
Bad X.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You looked it up?
No, I'm looking at Gina. Oh. Your better half is on here.
So,
shout out.
up there, man. They had a show. We did a show. It was about maybe 150 people in that joint. You know, it was for the fraternal order of the police up there, dog.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, they had guns everywhere in that bitch. Like they was not just guns, like on them. They was like auctioning off guns, raffling off. How you raffle off guns, nigga? Everybody got a gun. You get a gun. You get a gun. I was like, man, me and my boy was nervous. He was like, shit. He was like,
I wonder how these people get guns
two
and
black people in here, bunch of white people with guns. What can go wrong?
Right. Write that book. Tell that story.
The funny thing is, when I went up first, and I was like, damn, we couldn't even find the front. We couldn't find the front door. I thought we was gonna have to go through the back like this was Mobile 1962. White people was like,
yeah, I bet they was.
You better laugh.
You better laugh.
You better laugh.
You better laugh at this big guy.
Right.
This big nigger.
You see that nigga? Hilarious. Never knew Bigfoot could be so funny.
What's the worst show you've done? Like, is it worse when like it's no laughter at all, or it's just crickets?
Yeah, sometimes when you think that,
be like, is this thing going? Hello.
Right. When you think that punchline about to hit,
and
you don't hear nothing but crickets, you be like, God damn, let me go to the next show.
Yeah.
Let me go to the next show real. Let me pull one out that I know they're gonna laugh at. But yeah, everybody's different, man. So like some people's comedy styles, like you said, Dave Chappelle, he could talk for minutes on top of minutes, and then it get to the punchline. That should be hilarious as hell.
Because he plays like he's forgotten what he was talking about.
Right.
He's not forgotten nothing.
But some people, like me, I like to hear them laughs. That's what keep me like, okay.
And you have to be honest about that. Some comedians they act like, oh, I don't do it for the laugh. That's what do you do it for? Ain't that what y'all get in the business for?
Yeah, that's how they get away. They really be bombing.
Because y'all like attention, right?
Well, I don't like attention. I'm shy. You remember, I used to be shy back in the day. Remember?
No.
Remember?
No, I do not remember.
Middle school?
I don't.
I was quiet.
I don't remember that at all. Is that the story you remember? The lies?
I used to be shy back in the day.
I don't recall you ever being shy. Sorry. Wrong guy.
I think it was me.
I don't recall. Maybe because I wasn't shy. So anybody that was around us, especially who was around LB.
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
LB, is that true? Because I don't remember. Is he playing with me right now? He being sarcastic. You can chime in. I don't know. Yeah, she said, yeah, right. That's what I thought. Because I'm like, look, my brain, y'all know I can't remember stuff, so I be having to really think hard back in the day. But life.
Hey, can you kick her out of here?
No, I cannot kick her out of here. I know he lying.
Ain't nobody lying. That's my truth.
Yeah, she the only one watching. You better be happy. Call in.
Right. We got
248-508-3460. That is the number.
John in here.
Hey, welcome.
What up, though, dog?
What's the topic? Give us one. You want to talk? We was literally just talking about women peeing outside. How ghetto that is.
We talking about certain pills.
And then sometimes, y'all in these pills. And sometimes due to medical conditions, you might, what appears, just like with pregnant women, you might see a woman throw up outside and she drunk. No, she might just be having morning sickness. Mm-hmm. So we quick to judge on a lot of, I know I am. I'm quick to judge on a lot of things. And I need to stop.
Why?
Because sometimes I can be dead wrong. That's a lie. I'm usually never wrong. At my job, it is imperative that, and I'm not even insecurity, but they call me top flight because
Yeah.
I'm that person that I see something, I say something. Other people would call it being a snitch. No, a snitch is a person that's in your inner circle and divulging your personal things, right? That's a snitch. No, I just care about my community. So y'all ain't gonna call me names and I get offended for that. I see something, I say something.
As you should. But you know it's not being judgmental unless you say something about it. So shit, however you feel that shit. I'm just saying.
But if I say something, then I'm being judgmental. So if I think it, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, you can think that shit.
I think a whole bunch of stuff. But that's why I don't get mad. I don't get as mad. We have a lot of reverse discrimination going on. And we act like white people can't say nothing about black people. Mm-hmm. But black people can say whatever they want about white people. And I don't think that's right. I just don't. Maybe this will get some controversy going. Who knows?
They're about to call in now.
They're about to call in now. They're, so okay. So you what y'all
So what you trying to say is that the black man,
that you want a white man. You want some white dick? That's that's what you trying to say. That's how people interpret things.
So you
everything is sexual.
So you defending the colonizer, huh?
Right. See, he said, huh? Call in. Yeah. 248-508-3460. I'm not defending them. I'm just trying to make it make sense. It's a balance. Why does everything have to be like, I'm not going to group all white people in one category, just like I don't want to be grouped in with all black people. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't do that to each other. Now, if I've been discriminated against. Mm-hmm. I've dealt with racism. I've been a kid on the playground and a white lady came out. I'm playing with and y'all see, when I was a kid, like I have, what they would call good hair.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like a nappy head Negro. Like that's the mentality that some white people see us as.
Right.
I didn't even have all of that.
Right.
And I still was, no, you can't. What are you doing over here? We can't play over here with these kids. And I was like, huh? I'm a kid, but I remember that moment.
Was you in Oak Park?
Yeah.
Damn.
Back in the day.
Must have been. It's probably a Jewish person, and it probably wasn't just a regular white person, was it?
I don't remember that hoe.
Damn.
I just remember she was clear. I didn't know. I called them clear people.
Damn. You called them clear? Translucent in this bitch?
Right. I'm like, Manila is what I used to say. Because I was like, white people aren't white. They're more like Manila. Damn. Like a Manila folder.
Right.
That's what I used to say.
You were such a smart child.
I was.
You're a smart child. I think
I was. Okay, because I need to give us a topic. I see people coming in. I'm glad y'all participating. This is the last Monday show for a while, so I don't want to throw y'all off. We just started getting the following, our build up, and now corporate America is hitting me with changing my schedule. So how do I handle it?
We just take all this shit down to your job and do it at your break time.
Right. That would be fun. We could.
Price
I could.
Price gonna be tripled.
Yep.
Move all this stuff.
Right. That's actually I could rent out one of the ballrooms. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. How much would it cost you to rent? Never mind. We can talk about that.
You want to talk about all that?
Yeah, because we might need you to. We might need to put a show out there.
Alabaster. That's the color to the white people. It's alabaster.
I got travel gear too.
All right.
Okay. Oh, he's a professional.
He is professional. I don't deal with nothing but professionalism.
I know. That's why I'm here.
I'm a queen.
That's why I'm here.
Grown woman focus. Shout out to my own.
Grown nigga focus.
That nigga. That's an oxymoron.
Why?
Grown nigga focus. That. So you take a positive word with a negative word and another positive word.
Yeah. Grown.
It's actually genius. Yeah. See, that's the mentality. Y'all would buy that t-shirt, wouldn't y'all? Mm-hmm. But y'all won't buy nothing positive.
Right.
What's wrong with us? Can somebody please tell me?
See, somebody please tell me. She made grown women focus and have some big ass titties behind it. Everybody buy that shit. I'm gonna focus on them titties.
That is not what my business is about.
Hey, it's about you want to make money.
I want to make what I just tell you.
Notoriety.
Notoriety. I'm fine. As long as I'm true, I'm not gonna sell my soul. Not doing it.
Your soul's business.
Nuh-uh. It's not the biz. It's not the like. Somebody asked me, because every company should have a purpose behind it. Just like Plug got a story. Y'all, shout out to my Plug family. Everybody in business that has a logo does not have a story behind it.
Right.
I respect the ones that do. No shade to those that don't. But if you just get into a teacher, I had a saying, I'm just gonna put on a t-shirt one day and see what happens. And those be the people that blow up.
Yep.
Those be the people that blow up. I ain't knocking it.
Then you see that on Forrest Gump when he wiped his face on that muddy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's the good guy.
It could be something so minute, but it has no, like, those are the stories that people like, oh, let me just go by. Oh, yeah, I was just bored during the pandemic. And I was wanting to start a t-shirt company.
I think a lot of times,
and it blew up.
I think a lot of times people have them shirts and get lucky and they blow up. Them niggas make up them stories later. So what was the thing behind this? Oh, well, you know, my mama had died from cancer.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was going to be real motivating. Find out his mama live in Alabama
somewhere. No, not the liar.
Right. Right. Mama in Alabama somewhere. Like, nigga, just
Good point, cuz. My cousin said titties come in the shirt. That's why she got so many of them. That's my big grown woman focus. She always buys some shirts. She said, but the titties come inside the shirt. That's what makes the logo. Good point, cousin. That's why we there.
Whatever. Enjoy Lee Conley.
First off, you don't know the rules of this live. I don't say nobody names because this goes on YouTube.
Oh.
So, you going just like I was running a little late. So he's like, oh yeah, well we'll wait for you. I'm like, you ain't got no. This is my show, right?
But we need to, you know, we're talking about black stereotypes, man. We need to be on time.
I wasn't late.
Like last time, you told me,
late.
Did you hear 6:45?
That was last week. Yeah, this week a new week.
She said that shit just like a slave. 6:45. I need you at 6:45.
Quarter to 7.
Quarter to 7. Quarter to 7.
Remember that in Double Double? He was like, she told me to meet her at 6:45. He was like, quarter to 7. He was like, no, 6:45. He was like, yeah. See, I like dumb comedy like that.
What's your favorite dumb comedy?
Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Oh, I can't go wrong with that.
Hands down, Happy Gilmore.
Let me ask you a question, because I told my somebody about this movie the other day, and they ain't never seen it. You ever see Porky's?
Yes.
That's one of my favorites.
When he stuck his thing through the pole.
That's the only part you remember?
And he tugged on it.
His ball breaker.
The ball breaker.
His ball breaker. That shit was
yeah, that's the only part I remember. And I was a kid back then. And that's disturbing now that I think about it.
That's the only part you remember, though? You see Porky's Revenge?
I did, but the only part I remember is him putting his thing through there, thinking he was about to get a little blowjob.
That's funny.
And she was like, "What is that? What is that?"
Now the funniest part when it was in the principal's office describing it. I know, pull that pants down right now. I can tell you that tallywhacker.
Yes, those movies. But see, and I don't want to say it's white humor, but that's what we grew up on.
That shit humor.
So it's humor to me. And our humor, we knock our own people. People knock Tyler Perry comedy, or they don't think it's funny.
That's the thing, though. Let me just say this:
we cuss a lot, though.
We
cuss a lot.
I
love Miss Pat. Miss Pat cuss a lot.
But this is the thing. It's all about exposure. So if it's, I don't know the number, say it's 75 million people in America, you can get rich if you got 200,000 of them motherfuckers liking you. You know what I'm saying? Coming to your show.
We just stick together, people. I always say just $1 from each of my Facebook friends. I have a few bills paid, but y'all don't want to help us out. Yeah. Because y'all always worried about who giving somebody what.
You gotta get more white friends.
I do.
The black ones.
I have a lot of white friends.
I got bills too. I gotta pay for these kids.
And it's $1.
Gotta give my kids these Jordans.
Right.
Like
the
Jordans.
Priorities.
Right.
It's the priorities for me. But yeah, we'll learn how to stick together. We just learn how to just say, hey, we go like this instead of like this. Gotta give more. Me included. I like to give more.
Good.
Yeah, if I have it.
No, I'm talking about give me some money, nigga. Yeah, I ain't talking about
like if I have it, I got you. But people don't be
Can I get $5?
Serious. Sure.
Can I get it myself out your wallet?
Negative. No, those are the barriers. You got to
I was just testing the limits, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm like that. The only thing I don't share is my food.
I ain't mad about that.
I don't share food. Anybody know me, I don't like to share food. Just don't like to. My girls is getting better. They don't even ask me no more, so that's great. They used to be like, let me taste that, or we'll go all out. And they were like, okay, you get this because I want to taste that. And I'm like, say what?
The only thing that you shares your food. That's like you share your man.
Oh, my man. Oh, see how your man went? I don't share my man neither. That goes without saying.
So with that saying, do you not go to like buffets?
No.
Oh, you don't go to like Mongolian barbecue?
No. I've been, but I didn't. It was not for me.
You ain't like it?
No.
Okay. Ain't mad about it.
No.
I went to Mongolian barbecue earlier this year for the first time in years. It was straight.
Go where?
Mongolian barbecue.
Oh, okay. That used to be in Ferndale, didn't it? Wasn't it one in Ferndale? Or Rollo?
Yeah.
Is it still there? Is that the one you went to?
So. I went to the one in Dearborn.
Oh, Dearborn.
On Michigan Avenue.
Not a titty bar. Ain't a titty bar on Michigan Avenue?
It was downtown Michigan Avenue.
Gina said when. She said, when did you go? Is that what you said about Gina?
Hey,
sorry.
Turn this
names.
Shit off. Turn this shit off.
That ain't what she was talking about. I think she was asking a different question. Oh, that's funny. But I think you made me forget what I was about to say. That's funny.
Hey, when Gina be on this bitch, I feel like I'm under investigation.
No, you don't. And you
like,
that's what I was gonna ask.
So
so I was.
So you dropped the beer.
Right?
You dropped the beer at 10 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, you dropped the bottle of beer. Like, damn, bitch. I dropped it last night, nigga.
Oh, man. And he was not saying bitch to his woman. So I ain't trying to get you kicked out the house tonight. Is a figure of speech.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, like in that movie, I told you.
You know you done fucked up, don't you?
He Cleo in the movie right now. She's sitting in the car. Like, just forget it. Like a cigarette. And just step on out.
Right,
just step on out. You know you about to die.
Right.
Call 911. As you said, back. Call 911.
911.
But we was going to talk. That's what I was talking about, but I forget. See, that's why I couldn't be a comedian, because I have bad memory because of...
Me too.
So I wouldn't remember any of my performance. I wouldn't remember what I'm supposed to talk about.
So, like, it's the same. It's the same.
Because you have to be very organized.
No, but it's not really.
Yeah, you do.
But it's the same, like, when you at your job and you say,
I forget stuff all the time there.
It's repetitive. When somebody pull up, you say, welcome to McDonald's, you ain't gonna never forget that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand. No, I can't stand here.
May I take your order?
It's nice. I mean, you don't forget to be courteous. Like, hello, thank you for where I work at.
But it's repetitiveness. So that's why you see me at Baker's and do open mics to work on material. So when the big shows come, you already, you know what I'm saying, your punches is together.
Yeah. And that's why I think when comedians make it, they should still do those smaller venues.
Like, anytime, I'm going to tell you this, anytime you see somebody on one of them big shows, anytime you see somebody on one of them big shows, like even like Chris Rock, if you looked at the thing, you saw him a lot of times going to these different little smaller clubs.
Right.
That's because he was working on the material. You can't just come up with something on top of your head and be like, hey,
did you watch his last special?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What did you think?
I thought it was decent. I think the one before that was better. I think this one's just like a
He's still dealing with some anger.
Yeah, I think it's like a money thing. When I say a money thing, I mean, if he never got slapped by Will Smith, I don't think he would have did that. I mean, he would have had a special. But he saw people want to hear about this shit, so let me go ahead and make these racks, these millies.
Very smart move.
These millies off of Netflix and all the rest of that stuff. So
it's brothers making money off of brothers destroying each other. See what I'm saying? You got to make the positive out of it. It's still black on black crime.
Angela Davis over in the sun, bitch.
I got to be. I think that's my calling. I think that...
You gonna be an activist?
Maybe. Because I'm passionate. Like, I'm still not numb to stuff. You know how some people see all the violence in the world, they just say, oh, this is just another day. Like, oh.
Yeah.
I hear a gunshot, I'm ducking, I'm running. Like, some people like, it's just a gun.
Right.
I'm not that comfortable, dog.
Right.
I'm not there.
Right.
I'm not that person. So I'm going to be like,
like, them bullets don't hurt when you see them coming. Like, nigga, that
I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm never going to think that this is normal behavior.
Right.
I'm not going to feel that way.
Man, it's three things. I'm put this out in the atmosphere and out in the universe. And people who close to me heard me say this. It's three things on earth I don't want to be. And this was controls where I go to and who I be around. I don't want to be a victim, a witness, or a suspect.
Okay.
So that keep me from going to certain areas at certain times, being with certain people. So I'm like, if I'm with you, I might end up being a witness. I might need to be a witness, a victim, or a suspect. I can't be around.
That's interesting.
That's my motto.
Now, see, that should be a T-shirt. You can market these things and make a business out of it. It's all I'm saying.
I've been saying that. For years.
But that has a story behind it. You have a reason for saying it. You understand? Right. Not just, speaking of these pandemic. I was talking about the pandemic earlier. My cousin just had a baby. This shout out, beautiful baby. Hey, auntie, if y'all watch this. They're in California. But the baby is, I wish I knew, was it not even a month old?
Mexican. Oh.
Not Mexican. What do that got to do? Anyway, the pandemic babies are different. Y'all think these pandemic babies are going to be way more advanced than us. They're like the AI. They're like artificial. Yeah. I'm telling you, the baby already eyes bright. Anybody know anything about babies? It take a while for their face to fill in. The baby is full already, like moving around. Not even a month old. Like, how are you this bright and bushy-tailed? That's like a dog. I shouldn't say that.
Is the baby getting breastfed?
You know what? I got to find out. I don't know if my cousin's breastfeeding or not.
I'll be like, bright, bushy-tailed. Ask Gina.
Did you breastfeed? I wasn't breastfed.
I'm talking about now. Ask Gina.
I don't know why I walked into that one.
Right,
I don't know why I walked into that one. And that's not comfortable. I hope y'all don't be sucking on our boobs. That's not a turn on either. If y'all think that it is.
I zerber the
boobs. It's
not.
not.
I zerber the boobs.
Okay, Bill Cosby. You see where you at? I zerbered you.
I zerber you.
But the kids, I think these kids are going to be more advanced because for those couple months, or especially people that had babies right when the pandemic happened, and they was in the house with their kid and they had to spend time with their child, those children are a little bit more advanced. In my opinion, because they had more hands-on time. Let's think about it. I'm just saying. I put stuff out there. Let them marinate. Y'all can comment. That's what this is about.
Let me. I put this.
And just make sure she had her weed in the house. Because weed, let me tell you what did not stop during the pandemic. Weed sales. Okay? Everybody was at a dispensary.
One of the mamas that the teacher saw walk past naked when they kids was in school.
Oh, yeah. They was on Zoom.
Right. Hey, made it happen. But hey, that's a good point that you brought up. Though I made a comment like last week, I think it was, and I was like, man, because to me, when you was younger, and we are probably about the same age. I know me and you are.
Yeah,
we probably about the same age. Our parents ain't had to negotiate with us, and none of that to sit our ass still. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. Nowadays, you see kids walking around the grocery store with iPads and shit.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
You know, in church with iPads.
Because they will have a fit if you take it away.
I swear.
They lose their minds.
Hey, I swear to God, I was in the second floor of the church, me and my cousin. And this nigga used to always not pick on each other, but be hitting and wrestling and shit and talking. My auntie was about 50 feet away in a choir stand. I just felt that heat on the side of my face. And we looked at the choir stand. We quieted up.
That's right.
Now kids be talking back. Like,
I was saying something. I had something to say. Like, who is you? Because I still pops them in the... They give them something.
Get what they want.
They giving them the phone. The cell phone.
Yeah, these cell phones and these tablets.
We had to make toys.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, take away the creativity of a child. And, like, they are attracted to the music. Like, my little cousins that I watch, they're 5 months old. And I'll prop them up in a little pillow. Because my mama said you can never spoil a child. You can always hold them. I said, no, you got to put them down sometimes. They need to self-soothe.
Yeah.
She's like, they was inside of somebody for 9 months. Think about it. Right. So we have different views on it. I've never birthed a child, Mom. Okay, I get it. You had me and my sister. You great mom. Get it. But my babies, when I got her, I put her on that little pillow, prop her up. She chilling. So she's watching Gracie's Corner. I had her watching Gracie's Corner the other day. And she just looking, 5 months old, mind you. And she just looking like she following the beat. They pay attention. So that's why you got to be careful.
What you put in their spirit.
What you put around them. That's all I'm saying. What you put in their spirit. And How people like, well, they don't know what you're saying. They don't know what they listen to. Yes, they do. It's like little kids see their parents screwing or whoever they screwing. And they wake up and they looking at you and they start humping.
Yeah.
That's because they done watch somebody humping.
Right.
Or you was watching porn and they watching. They pick up on stuff is all I'm saying.
What was the first time you seen porn? How old
Oh my goodness. I don't remember how old I was.
It was that long ago, nigga?
Yeah.
Like 6 or 7?
I don't think I was. That's like pornography. That's like child abuse at that point. But
not back in the 80s when we was kids.
Oh, it was okay then.
Child Protective Services wasn't coming for that. I was drinking beers and looking at Hustler magazines.
We was playing quarter bounce in the 6th grade, so yeah. With gin, with beefeater vodka.
Spin the bottle.
Beefeater gin, not vodka. Lord Jesus.
These kids will not ever know those good old days.
They don't know spin the bottle.
They don't know how good.
Remember what did we used to do?
Hose water
Getting Jesus slammed. You don't know that?
No.
Oh man, that was that Travis and them back in the day? They used to run through at Roosevelt. Shout out to Roosevelt. But they used to run through, and that was abuse, man. We used to get abused by boys. Now I think about it.
I remember popping bras back then.
Yeah, y'all did used to pop our bras. So stupid.
Y'all bras was a lot smaller back then.
They were just that one over
like getting a little rubber band.
A little rubber band. Because we didn't have no boulders. You didn't need no straps. You didn't need no heavy strap. Well, some of us didn't. In middle school, some of them they was developed.
Now y'all should be like hands like intertwined and shit. Like, can't get my fingers in between them, G.
Why? I know you can't stand them. I know. She already said she can't stand them. And y'all been together how long? You and your... Now, y'all not married. But, so why... Yeah, I'm about to put you on blast. Why you not getting married?
Show. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. I gotta get to this show, though. What time to start? It's
starting now. Dang, it's already 7:55. Like, you wasn't kidding. We really...
Yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go. So, see how men get out of that. Sorry. I tried.
Why you ain't married?
Because I'm not in a relationship.
You was?
If I would, yeah, then I would be married.
Why you wasn't married?
Because he wasn't ready to get married, so he ran.
That ain't your first relationship.
Exactly. Men, I can't say why I'm not in a relationship.
That was a subject you was going to bring up.
It was?
You said something about men leaving women now.
I said men leave women more nowadays. I've never seen... Usually people think it's the woman that leaves a man. But lately I've been seeing men are the ones leaving. But y'all leave differently than we leave. Women, you know, we got to have closure. We got to talk it out. We try every angle that we can to try to work things out. Because bottom line, either we really love you or we know, damn, I don't want to go back out there in the dating world. Because the world is cruel. The world is cold. It's a cold, cold world out there. And nobody wants to deal with all of that. Getting to know somebody. Going on dates. Laughing at their little dumb jokes. You know?
That's why your relationships... Hey, that's why her relationships don't last,
nigga. A lot of women they care about you. They fix it right. They try to fix it up.
I can honestly say all my exes is probably better. Are they in the next relationship? They ready to mature?
Good for them,
yeah,
and they're not ready for that yet.
Yeah. Y'all know, Rico always like to talk when he ain't on the mic. He ain't mic'd up. He acting like Heavy was last week. Now he got all this stuff to talk about. Right, they heard him, but they can't hear you. But you made a good point.
He's the human teleprompter. We need to repeat what he's saying.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
That was good stuff. Can you repeat it? Because I forgot that fast. Is it the beer? I ain't had beer in a long time.
Yeah, don't be peeing outside either.
I won't do that. I'll hold it. I'll get a bladder infection first. I'll be like, I tried that before though. Like I tried to go outside. I couldn't do it.
You just wasn't comfortable.
I can't do it. And I really had to pee, but it's like, as soon as the thought of just pulling, I was like, I couldn't do it. I don't know. Because
you got class.
And I don't even say it's classiness because my girls that have done that, I ain't gonna say they not classy. They just had to pee. They had a drunk moment and they had to pee. So I get it, but it can become a regular behavior. Yeah. And like that's not cool. Like where it becomes normal.
It's funny, man. My I ain't gonna say my first. As a child, we used to be on I forget what street that was. We used to have a contest where you walk down the street and be peeing on the sidewalk to see who can last how many houses.
Seriously? What street? See, once again, take your shoes off when you go inside somebody's house.
I think it was Jerome, actually.
These nasty kids.
Well, that was 30-something.
Hide and go get it. That was the name. That's what we used to play. Hide and go get it.
You always a nasty, huh? Little nasty.
You don't remember hide and go get it?
Never played.
Stop playing, dog.
We've never heard of that game before. How did it go? What happens when you got caught?
You would get it.
Oh,
hide and go get it.
Wow.
We was in the 6th grade. We was some nasty little kids. Shout out to my Oak Park family. Without y'all, our childhood, we wouldn't have these lovely memories.
Right.
These kids nowadays, like our biggest scandal in Oak Park area when we grew up was hearing that somebody had got their dick sucked behind the school. Like it was like little things, but that was like the scandal. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, she nasty. She was sucking dick underneath the You still remember that? You
know who did that?
I can't say who did it.
You might as well. Shit.
What you mean I might as well? It's years later.
Statute of limitations. They won't get in trouble.
But he got praised for it, but she got coined with a nickname that followed her all the way through high school.
Damn, for real? Yeah. Who's that?
You, my Oak Park people know. But anyway, she's still nasty. You ain't mean like now. You mean like
what her name? What's the first letter of her name?
Y'all ain't never do none of that in high school. I never did it in high school, but we was like harsh on people. Like let that go. But thinking back, your high school years were formative. Do you think that they formed who you are, or are you a different person because of how you were in high school? Like some people that was quiet in high school are now boisterous because they feel like, okay, so I'm just basically the same. I was, homecoming queen. You ever meet them people that all they talk about is what they was in high school? Right?
Yeah, that was a shit.
I was back in the day. Like, what you doing now, though? So I feel like I can still talk about what I do now. Because I'm doing stuff now. But I think that my high school years...
What are you talking about now?
What? I'll tell you after we get off camera.
Her name start with...
Anyway,
the last 8
anyway, she's a beautiful person, but she got coined.
Hey, that's a way to say somebody ugly as hell, ain't it?
No, she was like that.
That's how you say somebody ugly.
Back in the day, that everybody wanted to be with her, but the one dude had got her. Oh shit! That was the rumor. Those were all rumors. We didn't know how true they really was. They could have been having a conversation underneath the bleachers. Mm-hmm. We don't know. Maybe they just had Then you had the dank boys. Then you had, in high school you had the little cliques. So I feel like the kids nowadays, do they have those things? Because I don't have kids, so I don't know. I just feel like they all on TikTok. They're all on. There's no extracurricular activities anymore, or I just don't see them. I don't know.
But that's the thing. Even when we was in our little cliques back in the day, our parents didn't know about that shit.
Yes, they did.
Some people know it. Not my mama.
I wasn't in no clique. I wasn't in no crew. I was with my girls. Like, I hung out with people, but I wasn't like in no gang.
Who was your girls back then?
The same ones I got now.
Who that?
I told you I don't say names on the podcast.
Okay.
The lives. But they know who they are. The same ones. They ain't no. If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Why the hell they ain't tapping in? I'm trying to.
Because they be working. Them hoes be working and all types of stuff. But they all watch it on YouTube and they all shared. So that's all you can do. At the end of the day, that's all you can ask somebody to do. Something has to get into the right. Now, what's funny to me that you bring that up? What people like, they will share, they will post. You don't have to ask them nothing. So, saying that video of me running from that bird got over 400,000 likes. Really? And 60-some thousand shares. But I can't get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's amazing to me. But it just lets me know to tap into strangers. Mm-hmm. Can't count on
your friends.
You can't count on the circle. You can't count. Love y'all to pieces, but y'all don't have that momentum. I need people that's being a big cheerleader for me like I am for y'all.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's no disrespect. like I just said, my cousins rap. I have a very talented family. And I had to look at, I got a cousin who has a book deal coming out. She's got a signing coming up for that. Mm-hmm. I'm going to promote that. Even if I can't make it, because with my work schedule, I miss a lot of stuff. I don't want to miss it, but I'm working. So I try to do my best in promoting and doing what I need to do for my family and my friends. But it works both ways too.
Right.
It works both ways. And I can say I have that support from my family. What's insulting to me is when people come up to me and say, oh, I didn't know you was doing that. How you did?
Right. I done tagged you.
And you can't tell me because you're not on social media, because I'm old school. I text my website to all of my people on my contact list. So I have sent everybody. If you in my phone, you have a purpose. Right. If you're not, why do I have your number? So I literally went through my phone the other day, like, okay, why do I have this person's number?
Right.
And I would send them my link to my website. That's old school.
Self-promotion.
That's old school. And it worked for the millionaires. Read the book.
Right.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Reading is fundamental.
Right.
You'll learn a few things. But I'm getting ready to go to Starters. What you getting ready to do?
You going to Starters?
Yeah, I got a little birthday gathering. I got to show my face in the place. Y'all don't know which Starters, so don't be trying to pop up.
What time it start?
It started at 6.
Oh, damn. Everybody going to be lit by now.
Good. I mean, I can slide in and slide out.
I'm about to go to...
Because I got to work tomorrow. I ain't got to be to work till 5 o'clock. I swear.
5 p.m.?
5 p.m.
What time you got? 12?
Do the math. We're at 6, 7, 8. You ain't worked in the corporate world in a long time, brother.
I'm just an outside sales rep where I make my own hours. How about that?
Outside sales rep. You a drug dealer?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Got
that shit. You my professional.
Got that fight. It ain't illegal no more.
Got that shit.
Remember, you used to be like, oh, I can't talk about that. Don't nobody want to sell weed no more. Now everybody want to sell what's illegal. Don't nobody want what's legal.
No,
now you got to sell some illegal stuff just to make money. The friend of the court calling.
I know. Yeah, we're tapped in.
This is the people I know that don't, like, why am I getting text messages asking me, hey, how you doing? This is someone that does not support me because they know what I do every day at this time. But he is still not watched the show because he is still texting me at this time.
Yeah, it's because he heard about them pills. I want to see if they really work.
He had his shot.
God damn. You know that note?
Yeah, that's a good place to end. It's a good place to end. But I'm going to do better. I challenge everybody to do better. And the good news about my schedule changing is I can come out on Wednesdays to Depot's now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Because I'm off on Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So, yeah.
For how long? That's your permanent schedule?
No. Management, you just never know. So, let's just leave it at that. All right, until I get me a billionaire.
The first Wednesday of the month, first and third Wednesdays, Depot's, we have comedy night. Comedy and happy hour. Start at 6 o'clock, so leave work. Come straight out there, get your dinner, get your drinks, get your comedy on.
That's right.
Al Sugabear Parham. Because I know she ain't going to tag me in it, so I got to tag myself.
You got to do some work. Jeez, I don't know.
Al Sugabear Parham. Follow me.
Golly gee.
Even though most of the people on here are already my friends.
Well, we only got 3, maybe 4 now. Thanks for the 4 to 5 that came in. But that's all right. You know why? Because
God's still working.
God's still working.
Yeah.
He's in the midst of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an on-time guy.
You know what? He being funny. I'm being serious. I go to church in a minute up here.
Let's do it.
Up here in front of me. We'll talk about all that stuff. But I'm going to get into more in-depth conversation. I know y'all like the giggles and the laughs and the stuff and all of that. That's great. I do all of that. Wonderful. But I was supposed to do this last week, but they threw me off with Dice and Heavy popping up. Had a good time, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to touch on a lot more stuff when I had you on about getting into the comedy game.
I was about to say, that didn't sound right. My girl on here.
Oh my God, your mind is just horrible.
I wouldn't talk so much more stuff when you was here.
Yeah. Yeah, I could talk about people when they come to the house and relationships, and do you go to your friend's house when her husband there? Stuff. I got a lot of stuff to discuss, guys. But we're going to have to wait till next week. We'll see if it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. Just cut your notifications on. For Raw But Real, cut the notifications on. It'll let you know when we go live. That's when you can chime in.
Because all of these people aren't yours.
Yes.
You need to say that shit slower.
Rob.
I thought you said
Do
robber
I talk
real
real fast?
Because one time I thought you said robber real. I was like, what the hell is a robber real?